Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to share a little technique with you that you can use to start chipping away at a core negative belief that you hold inside of yourself. This is the kind of thing that you believe way down deep. You probably don't talk to anyone else about it, and you might even stop yourself from even thinking about it because it's so painful. The most common of these types of core negative beliefs will have you feeling that you are a fraud or an imposter, faking your way through life, a failure in life, weak in character, a loser. The most common, though, have to do with feeling that you are in some way just not enough, not smart enough, not attractive enough, not hardworking or generous enough. This list can go on and on and on. In my 20 plus years of coaching people, every person I've worked with has had one or more of these core negative beliefs. And they always have a long list of evidence to prove that their belief about themselves is right and true. What makes today's approach a little bit different is that we don't aim at changing this negative core belief directly. Why? Well, because there is a part of you that's very identified with this negative belief. We have many such parts of ourselves. You can think of these parts as archetypal aspects of your personality or echoes of a painful past. And whatever it is that they represent to you, just consider that that part of you is trying to keep you safe by making sure that you hang on to this belief. How could holding on to such a belief possibly keep you safe? Well, they effectively stop you from going out and stepping out into the world, from taking chances, from going after your biggest hopes and dreams. So to dig into the possibility that this might be going on for you, we want to start by asking yourself a question. What might happen if I magically, suddenly stopped being this way that I judge myself for? What would people expect me to do that they aren't currently expecting of me? Would I be exposed to more criticism? Would I be setting myself up for disappointment or failure if I move up to a higher level of performing or relating to people? So for today's tapping, instead of going right after the problem, right into the problem like we usually do and trying to neutralize it, we're going to focus on honoring the truth of it for you in this moment by bringing it out of the darkness, out of hiding, and giving it a voice. So step one is to pick one negative core belief about yourself that you'd like to start working on and narrow it down to a short truth statement. This is going to be concise and right to the point, and yes, it's going to be painful. It might even be hard to say it out loud, but it's important for the process. These kinds of truth statements are going to look like, I'm a fraud, I'm a failure, I'm a born loser, I have bad karma, I'm lazy, I'm inherently weak, I'm not fill in the blank enough in some way. Step two is you want to rate your truth statement on a scale from 0 to 10, where 0 is the statement is absolutely false, and 10 is it's 100% true for me. For the purposes of this tapping exercise, I'm going to use the truth statement, I'm lazy. Step 3 in the process is to find multiple affirmations that also feel true. These are going to sound like, I love myself, or I would like to be able to love myself, I like myself, or there are some things I like about myself. I accept myself in this moment. I appreciate myself for everything I do. I respect myself. I honor and acknowledge everything that led me to this moment. I forgive myself. And I would like to be able to get over this. So pick 3 or 4 of those that you can really get on board with that feel as true as your negative core belief, and write those down. Once you have your truth statement and your list of affirmations, we can start tapping. Just tap where I tap and repeat after me. After you've gone through the process a few times, you'll feel more comfortable modifying the wording to suit your own situation and, of course, using your own truth statement. But to start out with, you can just follow along with what I'm doing. So, starting with the side of the hand, this will be the setup statement, and we're going to repeat this 3 times, word for word. Even though I'm lazy, and that's the truth, I choose to accept myself and my feelings. I honor and acknowledge everything that led me to this moment. I appreciate myself for everything I'm trying to do to work through this. And I choose to forgive myself for everything related to this. That was 1. Let's do it again. Even though I am lazy, and that's the truth, I choose to accept myself and my feelings. I honor and acknowledge everything I've been through. I appreciate myself for everything I'm trying to do to work through this. And I choose to forgive myself for everything related to this. Number 3, even though I am lazy, and that is the truth, I choose to accept myself and my feelings. I honor and acknowledge everything that led me to this moment. I appreciate myself for trying to work through this. And I choose to forgive myself for everything related to this. Okay, now focusing your mind on your core belief, we'll start tapping through the points. I really am lazy. I won't do what needs to be done. I'm lazy to the bone. Always have been, always will be. It's just a character flaw. And there's a lot of evidence to back it up. And there are a lot of people in my life who would agree with me about this. I really just am lazy. And in a way, it feels kind of good to just own it. That I am lazy. It's totally true. I'm right about this. And even though I really am inherently lazy, there are also some things that I like about myself. I can honor and acknowledge everything that led me to this point. I've overcome some stuff, and I can respect myself for that. I appreciate myself for trying to work through this, and I deserve a little bit of compassion. And maybe a little bit of love, even though I really am lazy, and I always have been. And that's the cold, hard truth. It's also time for a change. I choose to forgive myself for everything that led up to this moment. For all the times that I disappointed myself and wished I had done better, wished I had been better. Because that was then and this is now. And I really would like to get over this. I'm open to considering what else is possible. And in the meantime, I'm going to love myself and accept myself and my feelings, and appreciate all the ways that I really do make an effort. I hereby acknowledge myself for everything and everyone that led me to this moment in my life. As of now, I'm showing up. I'm showing up in my own life, ready for a change. So be it. Okay, deep breath in now. Hold it for a second. Now blow away everything that no longer serves you. All right, so step 5 and final step, I need you to repeat that truth statement again out loud. How strong is it when you hear yourself saying that negative thing about yourself? So go ahead and re-rate it on that scale from 0 to 10. Hopefully it's gone down a bit and you've tapped into a little bit of self-compassion. You might even notice that some memories are starting to percolate up into conscious awareness. It's pretty common with this type of tapping that you will start to have memories of experiences where you proved that you are actually the opposite of that negative self-image that you've been putting on yourself. And if not, you can repeat the tapping with modified words that feel true to you. And you'll do that until the belief starts loosening up. And as always, if this tapping has brought up some painful past memories, you can tap on all the aspects of those as well. Or get in touch with me or another tapping practitioner for a one-on-one session. I really hope this has been helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.